Alright, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. My name is Kreepers. I'm here today to talk about the new teaser that just came out for Paladins. Now, before I talk about the new teaser, I want to talk about the teaser of yesterday, because I did say something that may have been actually not correct and or true. So, the picture of yesterday was a picture, actually, a photograph standing on the ground, a wooden ground, a wooden floor. So I'm basically assuming that that's a house's floor, and there are sort of flames around it, and the photograph itself is burning on two different sides, the top and the underneath on the right side. On the left side of the picture, it says Atlas, and the picture itself is a couple, the parents and a baby. The baby is the main focus of the picture. So what I said yesterday was that I believe that the person on top right side, which is the father, was Atlas and the kid was actually Lex. This may not be 100% correct for two different reasons. First of all, this was stated by a lot of people. Lex has a different color of hair, and the baby has, they're not the same color of hair. Now, although it is actually possible for Lex in the future to change the color of the hair, that is entirely true. First of all, it wouldn't make a lot of sense on a story like this unless they actually just want to bamboozle us, because I can't see another way of actually doing this. And not to mention the fact that since the baby is the main focus of the picture itself and the name underneath on the left side says Atlas, it makes sense that the name belongs to the kid, belongs to the baby. It's the memories of the baby when he was born. So they took a picture and they signed it, this is Atlas. Usually that doesn't happen very often, but even so, it's more to actually tease us of the name. Unfortunately for Harris, Datamind sort of already gave that away. And not just that, they also gave away the title of this champion, which is A Man Out of Time, or A Man Out of His Time, something like that. I know that it's related to time, and this will also help us now into the next picture. The next picture, this is the picture that literally came out like just 50 minutes ago. I just had the problems of recording, so it took me a while, but now I'm here. The picture of today is definitely Atlas, and I'll explain to you why. And some people believe that Atlas here is either holding someone, like a baby, a person, or it's actually, he got attacked, and the hand that we see here with the blades is actually who attacked it, one of the creatures from the abyss or from the darkness or whatever the hell he is from. And not to mention that this is a theory of mine. This is what I believe. I believe that Atlas, on this fight, and that's why there's blood on the blades, he lost his arm. He got basically cut off. He cut off his arm, and his weapon is attached to his arm. In case you guys never heard of this, there's a movie, a horror movie. It's already an old movie, but the person itself had the hand basically be cursed, so he had to cut off his hand, and then he put it I'm not entirely sure what the name is right now. A sawmower or something like that. It's something that the motors with the chains that cut off trees. I'm just completely losing the word right now. It doesn't matter. You guys know what it is. It attached it to his arm, so pretty much his arm was connected to the weapon. And in this case scenario, why do I believe this? Because if you go into the picture that it was sort of Datamind that belongs to the spray itself. Remember the spray, the legendary spray that we got in the game? This is Atlas. This is the full silhouette of Atlas. The picture you're seeing right now on screen, this is him, right? So, right off the bat, we also understand that this picture shows us what we're seeing on the teaser of today. Why? Because the hood that he has over his head is also what we're seeing right there on the picture of today, where he's leaning down. There's sort of like this little silhouette up top. We can see sort of because of the light on the right side of the picture, which is his left side. But on the picture that was Datamind, it also shows that there's not too much of a long distance between his arm and the weapon. So what I'm guessing, it's either a weapon like Ash's cannon, where you have to put your hand into a place to hold the weapon, or it is actually a weapon that maybe he has lost his arm and then now is connected to his arm. It could be. I mean, this is a theory. We're going to have to wait and see. It actually looks cool, and I would love to see how it actually looks in the end. We also know that he's harmed in the left side and his left arm because of the bandages he has. After the bandages is a glove, so that goes perfectly fine with what we're seeing on the picture of the teaser today, because if we go closer to the picture, we can see that he has a glove. That is a glove, and there is a crystal on his glove, which to me seems to be the source of his power for the portals or whatever the rifts are. And then he has the weapon, on his other arm, which right here probably doesn't show. Maybe he adapted the weapon later. And maybe this portal in the back is what he summoned at last second possible so he would go away. Why? Because of this. This is the title to the picture. What was left of the realm kind, those forged in these end times, gambled it all on one last stand. They gambled it all and lost. So, first of all, the first part of the sentence, what was left of the realm kind, this is the final survivors, those forged in these end times. This means these people who adapted to these end times to survive, to fight back, and still are here, And then the part that says gambled all in one last stand says, we're going to give it all, one final strike, we're going to try to stop it, it's now or never, if we can't do it, then there's no other hope. And so they tried it, but they lost. So all of this connected, we got rifts, we got Atlas being the man out of his time, we got sounds that seems like to be like a reverse sound of some sort, right? We have this picture that also sort of reminds us of time, because the character itself is not going to be a baby. So if the picture is of a baby and now Atlas is no longer a baby, you can see by the silhouette that he has beard. All right, he already has beard, so he has to have some sort of an age. This beard is actually white, so it means it even gives him more age. So he's not a young man. Okay, so all of this together, it all comes down to one thing. What happened was these pictures that we've seen, that the house Echo has been destroyed, the Paladins is lost. This is in the future. It is not now. This is what's going to happen. And probably Atlas already seen what happened. All right, he went through time and experienced it all. All right, we got that. Sure. So he saw it all. He tried it all. Didn't manage to do it. And then one last attempt just to run away, to survive, try to reverse it. What he did was he created a portal which went through time, and he went back into the past, and now he's trying to stop this from actually happening. Now, I only have one problem with all of this. If this is actually true, if this is actually the final version of this lore, if Atlas did experience all of this, right? If he experienced the completely destruction of the entire realm, the creatures, the darkness taking over, and everybody died, including his parents on the fire when he was younger and so on. Now he's older and he has the power to control rifts and so on. And if he came back in time, and then we're going to be able to stop the darkness, the future has been altered. The future where he came from. So unless Hyras has a good explanation for that, not Hyras, sorry, Evil Mojo has a good explanation for that, this lore is not going to be 100% correct. But I am going to be, I'm going to be waiting for what the lore has to offer. I've had words from people from the AOC who have apparently some knowledge from inside of the next lore to come, that the lore to come is actually really, really good. So I'm going to wait and see what it is. And I also have information as well, but this is from Datamine. Apparently, it was Datamine by Paladins Poland that the next two characters are going to have tails. Now, I'm not guessing Atlas has a tail. He looks like to me to be a human. So unless he has a tail and we're just confused, that part of the lower part of the picture we seen, that's a cape. That's a torn off cape, okay? That's not a tail. So unless he has a hidden tail like Dragon Ball, Son Goku, I don't know. It doesn't matter. The next two characters besides Atlas are going to have tails. So we're gonna have to wait and see. All right, we're gonna wait and see, and I'm gonna leave it for now. We're gonna leave this picture, the title. We've seen it. We've seen the picture. It's like he's been harmed. He's looking down, like he's grabbing his arm. Maybe I got hurt. This is what it looks like to me, that he lost his arm. So he goes back in time, and that's a weapon. And now he's going to try to stop this from ever happening. This is my theory. It may be correct. It may be wrong. We're gonna have to wait and see. End times also brings all together. So yeah, for now, this is all. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any theory of your own, please go down in the comments below and let me know. Again, I apologize for the theory of yesterday. Hey, but we're just here giving theories, okay? And not to mention the fact that I brought up the part of Lex because I saw comments about it and I thought about it, and in my first initial thought, it was correct. But then I sort of saw other comments to my video, and I said, okay, no, these people are right. May not actually be Lex. This is probably Atlas. So yeah, that is all for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, I do a lot of this. All right, I do a lot of breakdowns of teasers and Easter eggs and so on. So if you guys want to stick around, go and press that subscribe button. It will help me a lot, and you'll get some content of this same sort of thing. I also do other things. You can go on my channel and actually check it out. I do gameplays, tutorials, and so on. I don't do just paladins. I also do Realm Royale and so on. So yeah, go there, check it out, see if it's actually something that you would like to see in the future. And that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and until then, have a wonderful time. Bye bye, guys.